So what our school wanted to do was we wanted to provide some sort of quantitative and yet I suppose balanced basis for comparing our research, I suppose, with other universities in our discipline, both at home and abroad. And what we did was we ended up assessing a variety of things, not just bibliometric analysis, but also things like research students, research projects, postdoctoral staff, research funding, and all sorts of other things like technological innovation like software. And from the bibliometric point of view, because it made it easier in our case, because in our discipline the publications are basically mainly ISI publications. What it meant is that we could more or less do an ISI analysis, which is relatively straightforward. Although in some cases, because of non-standard, maybe the minority of publications are outside of ISI, we went for Scopus, or sometimes, and it seems almost, I'm not clearly sure what the reasons are for this, but more applied areas of research, it seems they're out with of ISI, maybe conference volumes and so on. So we would look at those for that purpose. And then having basically sort of done that, our basic analysis is we'd sort of assess the numbers of publications and the citations of publications for each member of staff. And we'd then take a subset of that for the last 10.5 years. And the reason we do for the last 10.5 years is the sort of standard statistics which are generated by Thomson's using, I think it's their essential science indicators for the last 10.5 years. So we could take our data and then we could compare it with other universities and most importantly other disciplines within other universities and show really how our research output was comparing, at least from the citation sort of point of view. And to allow us to be able to compare properly, of course, we had to normalize things because we're a small department. And there's no way that our citations in total would compare with those of a very large department. So it was normalized by staff number. And then we could compare our citation returns with other universities in Ireland or in the UK. And because, of course, the UK has the RAE, we could then compare ourselves with departments which are graded using a peer review system, which is obviously more discriminating, and see how we fared compared to them. And in so doing, we ended up arriving at something which I suppose the system would value, in the sense that we're assessing ourselves in quantitative means, although it's only one form of assessment. And it could be used then as a complement with other indicators, just to show that we're doing a good job.